Summary of the chapter, The Best Christmas Present in the World. This story is about a beautiful incident that took place during the First World War. The author went to a junk shop in Bridport, UK, and bought a roll-top desk there. The desk was in the bad condition, but the author thought he would be able to repair it properly. On Christmas Eve, he began working on the table. By removing the roll top and pulling out the drawers, he found secret drawer with a small black tin box hidden inside. Then the box had a note taped to it. The note instructed the finder to bury it with the honor of the desk when the time came, means when he will die. When the author opened the box, he found an envelope addressed to Mrs. Jim Macpherson, a lady of 12 Copper Beeches, Bridport, Dorset. The enclosed letter was dated December 26, 1914. It was the time of First World War. The author read the letter. It was written by Jim Macpherson, a captain of the English Army, and he had written this letter to his wife, Connie. In the letter, Jim narrated a beautiful incident that took place there in the war on the battlefield on Christmas Day in 1914. The English and German armies were in their respective trenches. Suddenly, Jim saw someone from the German side waving a white flag that day in the morning. He watched as a few German soldiers approached there. Happy Christmas! To wish the English soldiers a Happy Christmas. The English soldiers replied. Suddenly, several unarmed German soldiers, they also began to walking and crossed no man's land or neutral territory, carrying the German alcohol, schnapps, and sausages. Soldiers from both armies began shaking hands and wishing each other Merry Christmas. A German officer named Hans Wolf shook hands with Jim Macpherson. They both were our army officers. They shared the rum, cake, and talked about their families and books and their likings. Then the soldiers played football match while their officers cheered and clapped. When the food and drink was over, the two sides wished each other well and hoped the war would end very soon. Then they returned to their own trenches. Macpherson ended the letter with confidence that the war would end soon and he and Connie would be reunited very soon. After reading the letter, the author decided to locate Mrs. Macpherson home and return the letter there. So he drove to Bridport, Dorset the next morning. He found that the house had been burnt down and he learned that Connie Macpherson was living in a nursing home now. When he reached the nursing home, the matron told him that Mrs. Macpherson is little bit in confused state, but She would be happy to have a visitor on Christmas Day. When the author met Mrs. Macpherson, he called her Connie and gave her the letter. Her eyes lit up when she saw the letter, and in her confused condition, she mistook the author for Jim and thought that Jim had kept his promise and returned on Christmas Day. She thought him as her husband. She said that she had received the best Christmas present in the world, and she was very happy at that time. That's all. Thank you, everyone.